With Necropolis League, lot of changes to this build, mostly, sadly, nerfs. But don't worry, I found solutions for every single nerf that the build received in the new league. Also in this league, I added the most requested feature to my builds, and that's the level, gear and crafting section. What's up guys, Pidget here. It will help the new players or who just didn't play this before. After this video, if you still think this build is not good as a league starter, I will league start with this and I will keep you updated. First, I will present you the skill and then I will cover quote-unquote nerf. Our skill choice is Toxic Rain. Firing a projectile with your bow and where it lands, you create a spark path and this will start dealing chaos damage over time in an area and they can overlap with each other. We need to reach the 39% increased area threshold. Using bow mastery 20% and a simple glove craft 9%, and you have two options. The first one, 10% increased craft from our amulet. The second, helmet implicits 10%. But you don't have to worry about this till the late game. Now I want to cover the quote-unquote nerf. This league they removed the reduced mana cost craft from the crafting bench. As a league starter scenario, I didn't use that before, because you didn't have access to this. So this nerf is not affecting us at all as a league starter. Now the problem starts with when you want to pushing the build to the limit. The build was using this mod. I found a super easy solution for this. Also, keep in mind, I'm talking about the Eldritch Battery version, not the mana based version. I always use the Hubris Circlet as my helmet base, because of the Eldritch Battery. This base has so much energy shield by default. I'm also crafted with high energy shield modifiers on the item. So the solution is, you just click on the energy shield mastery near written in blood notable and get 100% increased energy shield from helmet. And that's it. You have enough energy shield to spam your Toxic Rain and use your Divine Blessing setup. Still have problems? Then there is a belt craft plus 150 energy shield regen while there is a rare on a unique enemy nearby. Or you can use shield recharge rate mod on one of your helmet boots. Keep in mind, this is for endgame setup, the league starter doesn't need these ones. Now the elemental flash changes. I will be honest here. The build is not affected by this change at all in a negative way. It's the opposite. We got buffed on high gun because my endgame setup is reaching 90% maximum resistance. Also, personal note here. It's more satisfying to look at the high maximum resistance. I hope this is enough to prove you we got almost no change to my version. Let's talk about the clear. Most people think Toxic Rain has a bad clear. Let's go into a hard map. I think Uber Cortex clear should be enough indicator. Well, the clear is not too fast, but this is Uber Cortex where the monsters take 70% less damage. You will use only Toxic Rain on very hard content like Ubers or tier 17 maps. Most of the time you will switch out the Toxic Rain to Caustic Arrow and Aura Nova support. Your clear will be super fast. And you will obliterate Legion or Expedition with a few clicks. This is where the build is shines. Super fast, has good recovery, and by the way, you don't need to run Petrified Blood on maps, you just switch out to Grace. And the main reason why I'm really like the build, and that's the tonkiness. I think the videos behind me is telling much more than I can tell you. You can just face tank 90% of content, of course, with good gear, not as first day gear. Just want to let you know what it can do. I would like if you hit the like button like the Shaper hitting the Elder, so it can start spread to more people. Thank you. Let's break down how you can navigate in my version of Path of Build. 3 is the most important for good leveling experience. You can see on the bottom level 13. You can click this and get a drop down menu and select your current level for the corresponding tree. It will cover from level 1 to level 92. I only want to add little side note to level 34. 3. When you complete your first lap, you start pathing to Wasting Entropy, Blood Drinker, and there you will start travel like this. I know it's not missing a notable here, but on the next few levels you will take this one. This is how the points adding. Another note for the level 55 tree. Your first goal is in this tree, take the entropy node, then continue the pathing you see here. Also, yeah, here it's also missing a notable, so don't worry, you didn't mess up. On the next one you will fix this. My goal was not the prettiness, more like functionality. So I hope your OCD will not come into the action, because for me it was super hard to not click on this 2 node. For the map's progression, firstly, take the reservation wheels, so you can use more auras, and if you can reach 500 energy shield, then you can use Eldritch Battery. But for more, check out the notes. Welcome in the notes section. I hope you will like this one as well. I worked so hard on this one, just like on the leveling trees. You will find frequently asked question that you want to ask me. Why are you playing this nerf ascendancy? And area breakpoint mana issues early and how to fix them. The most important as well here, when to switch to average battery and problems to related to this. Also, I try to include here a weapon progression as well. What can you use at early levels or how I am doing. This is my personal preference. But if you had better things in your pocket, I will not stop you. Also include a few scenarios that can maybe occur while you playing. There is a stat and item priority if you want to have a checklist. Maybe this is not complete cause I can forget a few things, so how can I improve this section? Let me know please. Thank you. And of course, luxury item goals here as well, if you want to reach that level that you saw earlier in the video. Also, don't forget there is another PoE link for the endgame setup. Didn't want to mix League Starter and the endgame together. I think it's easier to understand this way. Another really high requested things by you guys, the crafting section. Well, I made one as well, where you can learn how to craft items for this build with a very high percentage success rate. Don't forget, always double or even triple check before you start using expensive crafting methods. For this reason, I include Craft of Exile as a link you can practice / learn craft before you even trying in-game. Also, include where you can find the crafting recipe for a few very important mods in the game. I hope this section will serve you well. If you still have questions, you can always ask me twitch.tv/project2. I will be there 90% of the time if I'm not sleeping or making videos. In the YouTube comment section, and I have Discord channel as well, where you can ask the other community members. This section is done. Only left is the gem section. This is also contain a drop down menu besides skill set. Click on the corresponding level that your character has and try to use the gems listed here. Don't worry, if you can't find a for link at Act 3, you will find it later. You can combine this section with the notes to get better picture what I'm doing and why. Maybe you wonder about Pantheons and Bandits. Well, this is very easy. Click on Configuration tab under the General, Bandit, Kill All. This is a very easy choice because the other ones is not too useful for us. Pantheons, Major Guard, Soul of the Brine King, and upgrade soon as possible to get freeze immunity and reduce the chill effect on you. Minor Guard, Soul of Garukan for the reduced shock effect. When you getting 100% avoid elemental elements, then switch to the endgame PoE. It will contain every information that you need. Overall, I hope you will find this League Starter PoE useful. This is my first time doing this, so if you have any tips or what to change, let me know. Toxic Rake Pathfinder is one of my favorite skill and ascendancy combination. Also, the Pathfinder ascendancy is super flexible, so if you want, you can just respec to other skills easily. As I promised, I will take a look on the new Tornado Gem as a second build of the league, because yesterday I find an interesting interaction that maybe can be useful. Till then, I hope you enjoyed this video about Toxic Rake Pathfinder Necropolis League Starter. If you have any question, leave a comment below, or you can find me on twitch.tv/project2. Also, I would like to say thank you for my Patreons for supporting me. Thanks again guys. Thanks for watching. I was Pidget. See you next time.